What up, guys? It's your boy Directsun here, bringing you back another NBA DFS video. If you don't know who I am Directsun. I do cover daily fantasy sports in the NFL and NBA regions. So if you guys wouldn't mind, if you find any values from my previous videos or value from this video, go and subscribe. And don't mind if you like the video also. I do come out with daily content in the NBA and do a little bit of the NFL too. So guys, it helps, everything helps, subscribing and likes. Just see it as a free investment. That's how I see it. And being able to, so once the channel grows, I'll be able to put out paid content. And just go check out my social medias down below. Go follow me so you can direct message me on any questions you might have before lock, and you might have updated plays and values and injury news, because as you know, injuries always happen and lineups change, so that always happens to my lineups. So go down and comment and follow me on social medias and direct message me so you guys can get the most information out of me. So let's get started. If you're new, I usually do my top tier plays, my mid-range plays, and then I do my value plays. As a lot of people have liked the lineups, the full lineups, I'm doing the full lineups. Might change it up, might just put my full lineup in the comments, and then just do my top tiers and value plays, as not many people use the full lineup. So let's get into this. So we're gonna start with top tier plays, and the first player I'm going to go with is going to be at shooting guard, and no surprise here is going to be James Harden. Even at an upticked 11,700 price tag, he's still viable at this price tag. He can still go off for 60-70 points, as he's done twice already, 3 times in a row, and then gotten 60. Like, there's no way you can fade this guy. I honestly tried. I was thinking the only way you can maybe go with another player is probably LeBron James, because he is in a good spot. Blowout potential there, but he's in a good spot, and I do feel like that game can be competitive, but there's also blowout outside. James Harden's just in a good spot also, going against LA Clippers, and their defense has kind of been like one of the best in the NFL, but James Harden, like, once he gets the three going, like, you can't really defend it. So James Harden's just gonna get into the body of everybody. I don't expect Kawhi to be on him, but there could be a possibility. Also, Kawhi could be on Russell Westbrook, just depending on how they play it, LA. But James Harden's in a good spot almost every night, and you most likely almost have to have him in your lineup, especially with there's not that much talent on the slate. It depends on who you're trying to get to, but one of the top tier plays, I have to get to Harden, and he's just an insert into my lineup. Another top tier play that we are going to go to is going to be the forward position, and it's going to be Pascal Siakam. Just gotta find him right here. Pascal Siakam is just in another great spot. His usage has been insane. I still think he's really underpriced for only 8,700. He did have a bad game for him in 41 points, going against LA. Once again, one of the best defenses, especially for a guy who doesn't really shoot. He's usually a guy in the paint, and they have one of the best defenses, only holding the Toronto Raptors to 88 points. And he scored 41 points in this spot versus Portland. I think he's in just an amazing spot. His usage is so high, and Pascal Siakam should just take advantage of it all day. And I do like him in this spot, so I'm going to be inserting him into my forward spot. So now for those are my top tier plays. Now for going for mid range in my point guard spot, I'm going to go with Murray. He's been one of the best point per minute fantasy producers in the NFL. I mean, in the NBA, sorry. I'm on the NFL mind right now, but in the NBA. And honestly, he's been lacking the past 2 games. This is exactly why I'm going to pick him in this spot. He's played 24 and 19 minutes. He hasn't played much minutes at all. I feel like he's just going to get a little minutes boost. He's been on that restriction, but I feel like he's just going to get another boost in this one. Only playing 19 minutes, I feel like a rebound game is about to happen, because he's almost rebounding every game. So after he's come off 2 sloppy games, he's rebounded with a 40-point game. After he comes off a bad game, rebounds with a 40-point game. So I feel like he can rebound into a 40-point game and get a 40-point game here eventually versus Minnesota, especially if their point guards are out. Once again, Jeff Teague and Napier just being out. It's going to be a terrific spot for Murray in this one, so I'm going to put him in there only for 5,900, especially when his price tag's down. You want to target him. So another mid-range play I'm going to go with is in the center role, and I just don't know how this guy's his price tag is so low, and that's going to be Draymond Green. He's going against beasts like McGee and Anthony Davis probably going to be matching up with one of those guys, or maybe even being sticked on either Kyle Kuzma or Bradley. But I do like DeAndre Drummond in this one. Always has that potential to go for a triple-double. He hasn't been producing in his last 3 games, but he has been injured, so he's coming back from an injury and has only played 22 minutes, and he also got thrown out of that game. So I think that's why his price tag is a little bit lower. But he should be, if he plays a full allotment of minutes, doesn't get thrown out, doesn't get too in foul trouble, I feel like he's just gonna be a beast for 5,600. He shouldn't be here. It should be in the 6K to 7K range. His ceiling's 58 points, so you know what he can do. Draymond is an absolute lock at the center position. For me, another player that I'm going to go with is kind of on the verge of being a value play to mid-range play, but I'm going to slot him in the mid-range anyway. That's going to be at power forward. That's going to be Hachimura. Sorry. And this guy is just too cheap, 4,700. This guy's been so good as a shooter. He's just been getting into foul trouble and just has been getting into a lot of blowouts. That's what it has gone to. But when he gets a full placed game, in a game where he is able to shoot the ball, get those rebounds, get those assists, he can be like a great fantasy player for you, and he has shown it last game. 37 points in a consistent game. They were kind of getting blown out near the end, but he still played 35 minutes and he can put up those marks. So once you see if he gets in that 30-minute range, he's going to put you in hit value for you, and I think this is a good spot for Boston, which most people might think it's going to be non-competitive game. I feel like it's going to be a competitive game, especially with the next person that I'm going to go with is returning. He's going to be an absolutely smash spot, is going to be Isaiah Thomas. He has one of the biggest what's it called, like a person's coming back to an old team. He's going to be facing off. This is kind of like a revenge game because Boston got rid of him, and this is just a huge spot for Isaiah Thomas just to go back home to Boston. And he's honestly been producing too in the starting role. Hasn't gotten a lot of minutes, but has been producing and being able to produce in low minutes. He should get a little bit more minutes in this one, I presume. And I do really like it here. He could put you up 30 points easily, especially going against Kemba Walker, really not known for his defense. I do like Isaiah Thomas in this one. Slot you in for only 4,900 is a nice little value play there. Another player that I'm going to go with is going to be in the utility role, and that is going to be Rodney Hood. Yes, he's questionable, but they did purposely put him out yesterday on a back-to-back because they are on a back-to-back, and Rodney Hood only has back spasms, not too much of a big injury, and he's honestly been pretty good fantasy producer. There's a lot of injuries on the Portland team, and I think that he can get it going as he's done before. So usually when he gets the minutes, he plays a high amount of minutes, and when he gets his shot going, that's when he puts up the most fantasy points. So honestly, if he gets his shot going, he will put you in that value spot and hit for you. And he's only 3,500, so the most points you need from him, and I'm projecting is out to 20 to 25 points, and he can easily get you more than that. So Rodney Hood honestly is a great play. And another solid play, since a lot of usage from the Toronto Raptors has gone to Siakam, but another player that's benefiting in the starting role is Norman Powell. Once again, there was a difficult matchup versus LA 2 days ago. So Norman Powell just put up 15 points. 24 points is exactly what you're looking for at a 4,200 price tag, and I feel like he can just go for more, and this is going to be a more high scoring game than he's been in before, like versus LA Lakers and going against the LA Clippers. So there's just going to be more of a uptick in usage and an uptick in pace, so I feel like there's going to be a lot more scoring, and Norman Powell can very benefit for this. I'd like to play Boucher, but I feel like Norman Powell is just in a better spot and honestly can take over. Honestly, I think Boucher might be playing due to OG Anunoby being out, but Norman Powell should take that usage away, and I like Norman Powell in this spot. So guys, this is my lineup. Honestly, it's filled with my top tier plays that you should use. Harden should be in your lineup, Siakam should be in your lineup, and my mid-range plays are decent, and I think they can hit. If they hit, they will win you will not win you the whole thing, but it will make you cash, and if my value hits, then it will make you cash. Honestly, I feel like this is a pretty strong lineup, always due to change. So go guys, keep updated in the comments. Go follow me on my social medias. And if you like this video, go subscribe, guys. We are almost at 600 subscribers, so go subscribe and like the video. So this is my lineup, guys. This is Directsun logging off. Peace, guys.